Good morning, doctor. My name is Ling, and now I will explain for our project, which is Smart Room Booking System. So just simply go to the introduction. The Smart Room Booking System is designed to streamline the process of managing and booking meeting or study room in UTM, and the system will allow the admins to add and manage the room detail, and also allow the regular user to book the available rooms. And the most important part is the booking manager, which can ensure there is no time conflict and double booking occur, and also maintaining the integrity of the schedule. And the next is system proposed, which got four. The first one is efficient room management, which can allow the admin to add, edit, and view the room details. And the second one is simplify the booking process. We can enable the regular user to easily search and book the room based on the availability. And the third one is prevent the booking conflict. We can automatically detect and prevent the double booking using a centralized booking manager. And the fourth one is error handling feedback, which is provide appropriate feedback when a booking fails due to the invalid inputs or unavailability. And then now I will explain for the flow chart. As you can see, I already divide it into several parts. So for the first part is the main menu part. As you can see, it got three options, which is login, sign up, and exit. If the user choose one, it will go to the login section and require the user to prompt their username and password. If the password and username is correct, it will directly go to the is statement below here, which is admin. If the user is admin, it will go to the admin menu. If he or she is a regular user, it will go to the regular user menu. And if the password and the username is wrong, it will go back to the main menu. And then if the user prompt to, it will go to the sign up section and require the user to prompt their name, username, and also the password. And the third option is exit. When the user choose these options, it will show a message like exiting the program, bye bye. So the user will exit the system. Now I will explain for the regular user menu. So you can see here got five options. The first one is book room. So at this option, the system will require the user to enter the room number they choose, and then to check that is it the room is found or is it the room have booked by others or not. If all are true, it will show a room number that the user choose and also a success book message. If no, it will show the error message, and then it will go back to the regular user menu. And if the user choose the two option, which is view available room, it will here it will show all the available room. If all the available room is been booking, so it will show an error which is no available room provided. And goes to the third, which is the choice equal to 3, view my room. It will show the user booking at here. And the choice 4 is cancel room. If the user want to cancel the room, they can choose the fourth option. And then if the user don't have the room, it will show you don't have the room to cancel, and also go back to the user menu. And the last one is log out. So after the user chooses it, it will show a message like logging out, thank you for using. And the last part for the flowchart is the admin menu. So you can see the admin menu have 3, which is add room, view all room, and log out. For the first option, it will if the admin want to add the room, it will require the admins to enter the room details like the room number, capacity, and also the availability of the projector. And then it will show the room add successfully if the room successful to be add. And if the room already exceed the maximum room, it will show a error like room reach limit. For the second option, which is view all room, after the admin choose it, it will show all the room whenever it is be booking or is available. And then the last one is log out. After the user choose the admin choose it, it will logging out. And that's all for the flowchart. So the next one is the UML diagram. As you can see here, we got 6 classes, which is booking manager, booking exceptions, user, class, room, admin user, and also the regular user. And it has showed their relationship. The relationship between the booking manager and the room is compositions. The relation between user and booking manager is aggregations. And the relationship between the user and admin user and also the regular user is inheritance. These two is the child for the user.
Hi, my name is Xiang, and I will explain about the object-oriented concept in our system. First, we have the encapsulation, and almost all the classes except the polymorphism, the later class, the child class, doesn't have the encapsulation, and all the other classes have the encapsulation concept in there. And each class encapsulate is on data private or protected and provide public method to let others relevant classes access and modify the data. And next we come to the compositions, and the booking manager and the room booking and the room has a very strong relationship. Booking manager owns and manage the room, so they have a very strong relationships. And next we go to aggregation, which is the weight relations, the users and the rooms. User don't own the room, but they can be assigned to the room, so they have a weak relationships. And next we come to the inheritance. Admin user and regular user is inheritance to the user. Both admin user and regular user extend the user class using inheritance. They can access the data and methods in user as well as their own methods. And next we come to the polymorphism. User as a base, and the admin user and the regular user as a derived. It is the also like almost the same concept in here. Both admin user and regular user are user to the system, but they behave differently as their role are different. And the last we come to the array of objects. We have the users array and the room array. This is because the booking manager has to manage many users and rooms, not only one user and one rooms. Therefore, the system allow multiple user and room by using the array of objects. Next, I am in charge to write the class exceptions. And so to write the class exception, I put the string in here and the public. We can call the exception to print this data here. So how to make it print is use the throw here, and then it will returns the string here.
Now I will explain for the code, and my part is room classes. So as you can see, the room class has represent an individual room in our booking system, and each room has 4 main attribute, which is the string room number, integer capacity, boolean has projected. We put the boolean data type here because we need to know that whether the projector is available or not, and also for the is booked because we need to know that the room is in booking or not. And then they got 2 constructor. The first one is a default constructor. They have set all the values to empty or false. And the second one is a parameterized constructor. They allow us to initialize a room with the specific value. And we also have a several accessor, which is get room number, return to the room number, get capacity, return to the capacity, get has projector, return to has projector, and also get is book, return to is book. And then you can see we also got 2 setter. The first one is set room, which is to assign the room detail, and the second one is set book, which is to update the booking status. And in this class, we have used the encapsulation principle, so the public mutator and accessor can access to the internal data.
So now come to my part, which is the user class here. The user class here will serve as the base class or a parent class for the user, such as the admin and also regular user in the system. It is marked as abstract because it contains the plural virtual function later. I'll show you here. So for the protected part, the attribute, we use the string name, username, and also password. So, and then for the assigned room here is a pointer to the room showing aggregations here. And then for the next part is a constructor, user constructor, initialize the names, user names, password, and also set the rooms to null pointer first as the room haven't been assigned yet. And then virtual user, here is a virtual destructor here, helps to clean up the derived class. And then the getter function, get name and also get user here, allows the external code to access the user names and also the names of the user in the safe way. So the next is the bool, the login part. So here is to check whether the user enter the username and also password is matching to the info that's stored or not. So the pure virtual functions showing the polymorphism here, which is virtual bool is admin equal to 0, virtual void is void, display info equals to 0. So this function we call as a pure virtual functions, and it shows the polymorphism to use the admin user and also regular user class later. So here is the room interactions, which we return the pointer to the room user that the user has booked to get assigned room here, and then the void assigned room. We assign the room to the user and mark the user the room has been booked true by the pointer here. Set the booked to true. Then for this one, the canceling booking. So if we detect the user want to cancel the room, it will set the book to false, and then the assigned room now here will be set to null pointer, and then we display a booking cancel confirmation to the user. But else, if the user didn't book any room but he or she want to cancel, it will throw an exception here, which is you don't have to cancel. You don't have a room to cancel. Then for display bookings, if the assigned room is not null, it will show a info which is you have already booked a room number, room and also its number. And also for else, if the user didn't book any rooms, the exception will throw like you have not booked any rooms yet. So for the next simple one, for the child, for the admin and also regular user, you can see that both of them are inheritance from the user. And then firstly, for the admin user part, we create a constructor here, accepting the name, username, password. And then the void display info will override the user to admin user. Then the bool here is admin will override to true. So indicates that the user is admin for here. So for the next is the regular user. If the here is the constructor for the regular user, same as the previous name, username, password. And then void display will override to regular user since to indicate the user is a regular user. So the last one is the bool is admin will override to false, which indicate the user is not an admin.
And now I will explain for the Booking Manager class. As you can see, the Booking Manager class is the brain of the system which can manage both user and rooms. As you can see, they have the relationship between the user and also with the room. The relationship between the user and the Booking Manager is aggregation. So here got the pointer, and also the relationship between the room and the Booking Manager is compositions. So you can see here the user objective is an array of pointer, and also an array of pointer to the room object. So the room count and the user count here is to keep the track of how many rooms and how many users are currently in the system. So now move to the public functions. The first one is the constructor, which has some data set that we initialize in here. And the next one is AdDuser. The AdDuser has used the pointer here because it has shown the aggregations. And then when the user is already exit in the system, it will throw the error message like user already exists. And this functions is to add a new user to the system, but only their username is valid and the maximum user limit has not been reached. So if the maximum limit have reached, it will also throw a error message like user limit reached and delete the user. Okay, next we move to the login functions. The login function is to check whether the username and the password is true or not, so that the user can log in into our system, and it has returned to the pointer user array. Yeah, and then you can see the next function is add room. This add room function is to allow the admin to add a room here, and it requires the admin to prompt some room details like the room ID, capacity, and also the projector availability. And then it will increase the room array count, so it will update in the system. And then if the room already reached the maximum, it will show a error message like room reached limit. So that's all for my part.
And now I'm in charge to do the UI part, to let the user to choose, like the choice. We have to let them to call. And first we have the view all rooms functions. It lets us to view all the room, and the room name, the room number, the capacity, and the projector, and whether it's booked or available. And next we have the view available room. We can let the user to know which room is available, and it prints out room capacitor and projector, and all of them will using the corresponding getters. And if there is no available room yet left, then it will print out no available rooms. And next, we will have the books room. It lets the user to assign the pointer, like the user pointer, to the rooms. If we realize that your assign a pointer already have a room there, so we will throw the exception here. You already got rooms. And if you didn't, then we will let you to view the rooms here. So view the available rooms here. So you can enter the room number names. And then next, it will let you to book successfully. If it will show the book successfully, the room number also. And if you didn't, then it should be the room already full. And if you enter the wrong room number, then it will show invalid room number. Next, we will have the user menu and the admin menu. The user menu and the admin menu, since their role are different, so they will have the different menus. And the first one, for the user menu, they have the book. They can book a room, and they can view a available room, and they can view their own room and cancel their bookings. And lastly, all of them can go out, and they can choose a choice. If you didn't choose the correct choice, then it will loop again until you choose the 5. Next, I will explain about here the admin menu. For the admin, you can do add rooms and view all the rooms, and the third, you can log out from the system. If you choose 3, then you can log out from the system. Next, I will explain about the main functions. First, we need to assign a booking manager and also assign a admin users. So and declare the choice so the user can have the input. And then we have the loop. While true, it will loop until it's break out. When will it break out? And in this example, it will break out when you press the 3. If you didn't press it, like for example, you press the wrong one, then it will let you to choose again from this 1 to 3. So what is the features you can do here? In this display menu, it will show the smart room booking system, and then you can let you choose the login and sign in and exit, and then it will let you to insert your choice. And for the choice, when you have to log in, then you have to enter the correct username and password here. If the password and or either one, username or password, are incorrect, then it will show the login field. If they are correct, then it will assign it to the pointer. Next, when we choose the sign up, then when you need to sign up, you need to provide your name, username, and password to register for the accounts. So it will ask you to enter your full name, enter username, and set your password. And after getting all the data, we call the constructor to add the user, here, regular user. And if you choose the tree, it will break out from the loops. So if you didn't choose 1 to 3, then it will throw the exception invalid choice. We choose again, and it will cache. And this is the last thing in the system, which is it will cache the wrong exception and print the error for the error. And this is the last function, and this is the last thing in this and this is the last thing in the main function. It will cache the exceptions here and print the error. So for using this as an example, so we will print error and then continue here. Invalid choice, please choose again. Thank you. That's all for my part.
So now we come to the last part, which is user manual here, that's showing the user input, output, and also for the whole booking system. There's an overall view of our user interface and also options, but we just simply go through it first. Like that admin can add room, view room, can log out, and choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. Then for the regular, they can choose to like sign up or exit, and also they can book room, view available room, view their booking, and also cancel their bookings. Same as log out. Just a simple look for here. So I'll show the real code here. As you can see, this is all the code we have already compiled and debugged, and it works as expected as class exception, classroom, like the user class here, and then admin user, regular user, booking manager, which is handle the most tasks here, like adding, like viewing, all the task is at the booking manager here. So the most important is name. So we have a look about where and how the output will look like. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay, so firstly we will show us the user to log in or sign up for exit. So we first test for the admin. So for the admin, we have already set values inside the code. Our admin here is, this is the username and also the password. So we type inside it like 1 login, and then the username is Ling. Okay, password is SE123456. So it will successfully enter the admin user menu. So for the admin, we can choose to add room, to view room, and also log out. So first we try the add room first. Add room, like at a B199. Okay, B199, then capacity maybe 10, the projector maybe no. So we continue, we'll ask you to choose. So I choose to like view the rooms, view all the rooms available. So you can see here, the 6th one is the one just now we added to the system, and the previous 5 we have already set before inside code. So for the admin, also just for here first. But if we add room, we add room, so add another room maybe 19 B190, like 110, yes. Okay, the view room now we've got 7 rooms, but we have a limit there is 10 rooms. Okay, so now we log out. So now we try to log in as a user. So as a user, if you want to log in, like JY, then my password 1212, okay, you will show login field because the new user will prompt to like sign up first to log in the system. So we go to sign up. Okay, ask your full name and then your username you choose, maybe JY then 1212. Okay, so now we try to log in again with the JY password 112. Okay, so now we enter to the regular user menu. The regular user menu can choose to book a room. Let me try whether book a room. Okay, it will show all the available rooms here and also its information. Then we enter the code, maybe A101. Okay, room A101 is booked successfully. So we now view the available rooms here. So you can see the available room here. A101 already booked. So if you view our bookings, oh, it will show my booking is on A101. But what if I want to cancel? Let me cancel my booking. Okay, the booking is cancelled. So now I check again my booking. Okay, you show errors here because the room I booked just now already be cancelled. So we now view the available rooms again. Yes, the available rooms again back to A101. So for if we like enter any numbers other than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, invalid choice. So from the user to choose again. So I think that's all for the system part. We can log out, and logging out from the user, it will back to prompt you back to the program system smart room system. So we can exit, try exit. So exiting the program. So the program already end and saying a goodbye to the user. So that's all the demonstration parts for our codes. Thank you.